got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Hunt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Norton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Turner. Here comes the heat. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the sting, the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, Maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team...
He's loose. There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Allen. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Turner. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
How about the zip this junior put up to pick up the first down? We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Here comes the option. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Dawgs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harmon. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the inside. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Got a man. It's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but
he lobs one high down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Rushes on him. He'll heave it deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin. The studio, Kevin.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Dances away. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run play action. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Turner. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so It's a seam wide open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it early in this football game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Caught over the middle. It's dealt. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Gives it on the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harmon. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And first down for the offense.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Dawgs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. Wide open spaces. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Norton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down for 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unleashes it. Complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up third down.
The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play.
They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got it.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is reason to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Roberts. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no doubt, that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
By the receiver, he's brought down at the 41-yard line.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Looking to fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh my, he just shanked that one. It'll go out of bounds and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turning on the Jets. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. The Dawgs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, he missed it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 21 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Gets it all the way down to the 39. Line, it'll be a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, a lot of space. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a 1st down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got room to work. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Game 1, you want to come out and put drives like that together. Score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's loose. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Leads him with the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. To the air, it's Stockton. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this.
There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's running free down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Marshall. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the air, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pocket breaking down. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Number 93 set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players.